Hi, here are some examples of some fused glass sun catchers that were made here. I made these a couple of weeks ago. This one's got some irises and some very colorful leaves. Here we have sunflowers. You notice that there is a copper wire hanger fused in the glass sun catcher. I'll be doing that for you. In your kit, you'll receive a panel of glass. This one is a textured piece of glass. We're going to leave the texture on the bottom, and we'll be gluing our design to the flat side. You'll also receive a bunch of pre-cut glass in the shape of petals and some greenery for your flora. What I do first is I play with the glass and think about the shapes that I have here, and I arrange them on my panel. You can overlap the glass. So say I've put together this kind of design, very straightforward, not very fancy. However, that's my first layer. My second layer might have some overlapping pieces so that I create the appearance of stems and leaves. It's really fun to play around with the shapes, rearrange them, add some different kind of colors. It's going to add interest to your panel. Once you've got it all situated the way you like your flora, you might want to leave some extra space up here towards the top of the panel to create a flower or two. These are wildflower panels, so keep that in mind. Wildflowers are spread all over the place. Here we have a daisy that I'm making. Notice the petals are placed apart from each other. Any rough edges will dissipate. They'll become rounded over and fused flat into the glass. I like to use the bottom end of the wrong end of my paintbrush to move things around. So I really like that little daisy there. I might want to consider making some little bluebells over here with just 4 petals. Groupings of 3 are recommended. It gives more interest. And as I put this together, I'm thinking about the balance. Is there enough going on down here towards the bottom of the sun catcher? And is there enough going up up top? I've left a lot of room up here, so I might just go ahead and fill it with bluebells. So playing is essential. Have fun. Do a nice design. And once you've decided, for the sake of demonstration, I'm not going to fill this up. Once you've decided on your final design, then it's time to glue these together. Another note, if you're overlapping your leaves and your flora, it's fine if they overlap and if they don't touch the glass. Notice this one, it's hanging over. This will fuse flat into the glass, as will anything that has space under it. But they do have to be glued down, and that would be the next step. You've been supplied with some Elmer's glue in your little kit, and you're essentially just going to pick up, glue, and place down your flowers. The glue will take about a half an hour to dry. So once you've finished creating your flower garden in glass, I would leave it on the piece of paper set it aside or just leave it right there. Make sure it's not in the accessible to little kids. You don't want anybody grabbing this, and I'm sure everybody realizes that. But and you also want to make sure you wash out your brush. I will gladly put the copper wire hanger on for you. If you don't want a copper hanger, if you could note that on your piece of paper when you return your panel to me for firing. Otherwise, everything will get a copper hanger. The edges, as I said before, will all be nice and rounded, like so. You'll see how nice and rounded that is, and you'll be able to enjoy your sun catcher in a window, or they actually look very nice on the wall as well. A north-facing wall, the glass really shimmers. Thanks so much, and happy creating.